What's up, YouTube fam? Yesterday I talked about generations and stuff like that, and somebody mentioned in one of my comments that I forgot about Generation X, which is basically the generation before the baby boomers and the millennials. The reason I don't really mention Gen X is because, like, the time frame between them and the boomers is not really much of a difference. I mean, it's maybe like a 5 or 10 year difference from their birthdays and from the day they were born to what age they are now. You know, whatever. All those things kind of play a factor. So, you know, I mean, baby boomers and Gen X is not really that far apart in years. So that's the only reason why I didn't mention them. I'm fully aware about Gen X, which is like my father would be considered a boomer because he was born in 1962. My mother would be considered Gen X. Fuck, I can't remember. Well, she's shit. I don't want to do the math right now in my head, but I don't even remember what year my mother was born, which is a shame. But I just know she's a few years younger than my father, but she's a part of Gen X from the last time I spoke to her about generations and shit like that. So, you know, yeah, that's that. But it's like the age difference, the experiences that baby boomers had and Gen X had is not very different. The type of life experiences that a millennial and a baby boomer had is way different. It's a big gap, a big range in between on how things were. Just like with Gen X and millennials and this and this and that. So anyway, now that I got that shit out the fucking way, the point of this video is really just to emphasize how much we really need to save this new generation, y'all. Like, you know, I know people hate on people like Andrew Tate. People hate on Red Pill and shit like that. But, y'all, this is the only fucking thing that's going to save young men. I mean, what the fuck else are we going to do? Keep with this fucking simp-ass, feminist-ass fucking mentality? They taught us to be good little boys and this and this and that and always be nice to girls and always be kind to everybody and this and this and that. And as a result, we birthed a whole generation of weak-ass, soft, pussy-ass, incompetent fucking men. This is just what the fuck, this is just what happens when you don't teach men how to be men. When you don't teach people how to get money and how to become bosses, you're basically teaching them how to become slaves. That's exactly what the fuck happened, y'all. The reason why this generation is so soft and fucking depressed is because the older generations trained them and programmed them to be that. Now, yes, you know, there's with video games and the internet and drug use, everybody's smoking weed now, everybody's fucking vaping and shit like that. All these things play a big factor in why people are so fucking depressed. The type of quality of food. You know, they used to cook things in animal fat, which is actually very fucking healthy for you. I don't care what these vegan fools want to say and all this bullshit vegan propaganda. Animal fat is very healthy for you. The saturated fats that's in animal fat, like lard and tallow and shit like that, is actually very good for you. The saturated fat in coconut oil is very good for you. But instead, they gave us soybean oil, cottonseed oil, which is basically the same type of oil that you use in your fucking car. This is what they're feeding our kids at lunch. The type of school lunch that motherfuckers had back then was not nearly as poisonous and processed as the shit that they're feeding kids now. So, y'all, my point is, man, there has to be a fucking change. I mean, if motherfuckers are scared to go to war, which I know you motherfuckers are, most of y'all are, but we really gotta fight, y'all. We gotta get these little niggas lifting weights. That's the first thing. Every nigga under the age of 10 should be in a fucking gym right now. Okay? Another reason I didn't mention Gen X and shit, because it's like, who gives a fuck? I'm not saying that their lives don't matter, that they're like less important, but, well, yeah, that is what I'm saying. No, yeah, their lives matter, but they are less important. Older people's lives don't matter as much as younger people, because it's the younger generations that's going to run and control everything. You know, when the older generations die out, the younger generations come up, and they got to take over. You know, whoever's president is going to be old, he's going to die one day. Then one of these new cats, one of these younger dudes is going to end up being president. Or maybe one of these younger females, who we never know. Times do change, you know. So, what do we do? I don't have all the answers, but I know for one, we gotta change the diet. We gotta program these kids to eat right. We gotta get them. They gotta start working out. These kids they're way too skinny, way too short, way too soft. And I know these is hormonal imbalancers, things that they have done to disrupt the hormones of men and women. This is why so many men are gay and just feminine acting, and they're just the bone structure of a man is not strong like that anymore. And these are things that a lot of us really can't really control. You know, it's the shit that they put in our food, things like that. But we can reverse all the damage that's been done. It may take generations and generations afterwards, but we got to make sure that these young kids are fucking being taught the right shit, bro. For real, y'all. We got to make sure that they're learning the right shit, eating the right shit. Got to make sure that they're you know, exercising properly. We got to keep them away from all this THC and CBD and all these vapes and Delta, all these drugs and just self-medicating the fuck out of them, man. To the point where it's like we're raising a generation of abominations, man. And I'm not saying that they are an abomination, but that's what they're fucking becoming. And it's not their fault. Yeah, a lot of these Gen Z are fucking lazy and weird, and a lot of them are fucking disrespectful and stubborn and hard-headed, and they don't want to learn shit from nobody older. I know, trust me, I go through shit with some of the younger people in my family, bro. But at the end of the day, it's you got the whole of fucking society teaching them nothing but wrong. Teaching them nothing but the wrong shit. I mean, they see all these rappers and YouTubers and all these people getting all this money while you're telling them to go to school and be a good little boy and do your homework and listen to your teacher. And fuck that. Fuck that, man. Just suck my dick. They're not doing that shit. They're angry. These young kids are angry because they're playing a game that's been constantly being rigged against them. So we're not going to sit here and blame Gen Z and Generation Alpha or whatever to do all this shit, man. We're not going to blame them for the situation that they're in. And we're not going to fucking put something on my fucking screen. Sorry about that. And we're not going to put all this fucking pressure on them either, y'all, to be successful and be perfect in a world that is designed to make sure that you'll never become successful. That's just what the fuck it is, man. And to all these old-ass baby boomers hopping in my fucking comments who got some smart-ass shit to say, you motherfuckers know I'm touching the nerve because you know everything I said was true. Your generation failed us. The older generation should be teaching us how to get money, how to eat healthy, how to save money, how to invest, how to get rich. Why didn't our parents teach us how to get rich? Because they didn't know either. That's what I'm saying. But now that we're grown adults, yes, it's not their responsibility now to push us into success. But goddamn it, they should be ashamed of themselves, for one, for not knowing how to be successful, and two, for not teaching us shit. They, you know, but then again, like I said, we're not doing a generation blaming. This is not a hit piece against the older generations. It's just bringing up certain flaws that they had that we need to work, that we can't repeat the same shit, y'all. A lot of people my age are just very incompetent, very childish, especially a lot of these young women and these single moms. They're on social media acting like children, and then their kids are out of fucking control, and you wonder why they can't get their kids to respect them. Most of these motherfuckers don't even respect themselves. A lot of the people my age in their 30s and shit are just a bunch of fucking degenerates. And so as a result, we're raising a whole nother generation of fucking degenerates. And it's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Unless we fucking do something about it. Y'all, we got to teach Gen Z the right shit. We got to toughen them up. We got to teach these women how to be women, how to be feminine again. But you can't teach women to be feminine and submissive and all that when you got a bunch of incompetent ass fucking losers walking around. So first we got to teach men how to be men. That's first and foremost. When you have real leaders, real leadership and real men that can actually lead, women will naturally follow. Y'all, and I know I probably sound like one of these damn feminists saying this shit, but it's just the fucking truth. When real men lead, women will naturally follow. But these young men don't even know how to be fucking men. They don't even know the definition of a man. You can't even say what a fucking woman is now without getting fucking canceled. So we have to save the generation, y'all. We have to teach them. We got to be on their ass, man. We got to be on their ass, bruh. No diddy. We got to be on them like, yo, bruh, quit fucking vaping. Quit brust. Work out, bro. You've been sitting there playing fucking Fortnite all goddamn day. I hate that fucking game. I'm gonna tell you, I fucking hate Fortnite with a fucking passion. One of these days, I'm gonna do a whole video about how much I fucking hate Fortnite and how much I hate the motherfuckers who play that shit and how Fortnite is literally destroying the whole planet Earth. Yes, I'm gonna blame everything on goddamn Fortnite. Fortnite is for fucking losers. It's turning these kids into fucking zombies, man. It's literally destroying their fucking brains. Just like OnlyFans, just like excessive YouTube watching. Yeah. Things like this, man, is fucking up your brains, man. All this dopamine. These kids are fucked up. So we got to break our own habits. I used to be addicted to scrolling till I had to force myself. 1 hour, y'all. I spend an hour a day on this phone, man. Y'all wouldn't believe it. And at least 20 to 30 minutes of that is me doing these fucking videos. I have to force myself to not watch, to not look at my screen all the time. Gotta force myself to not want to eat junk food. I gotta force myself to not bullshit around. Force myself to not go and fucking buy weed every time I run out. We gotta stay disciplined, y'all. To all the people that's my age in their 30s, ain't no fucking excuse, y'all. This ain't a fucking game, man. Quit acting like you can't just be some regular average guy no more and think you're going to be successful. No, that's what the fucking baby boomers and Gen X did, okay? And you see where the fuck they're at now. A lot of them are really kicking themselves for not wanting more out of life. But again, it's not their fault. It's what they were programmed to do. So these Gen Z kids is being programmed to be fucking losers and to be fucking dope heads, dope addicts. Yes, dope is short for dopamine. Don't have to be snorting coke or doing heroin to be a dope fiend. You can be a motherfucker that scrolls on his phone all goddamn day and you're a fucking dope fiend. So we got to change. We got to take away the dope fiendness that's plaguing these young people, man. These young individuals, not just men and women, but mostly these young men. Like I said, if we teach these young men how to be real men and be real leaders and actually know how to fucking lead, these young ladies, these young women coming up will naturally follow. I have 2 daughters. It is mandatory that they grow up in a world with real men who are ready to lead. Okay? It is what the fuck it is, man. The world is doomed if we don't help this generation. Another reason why, before I get off, I want to say another reason why I hate fucking religion. And I know I got viewers who do believe in certain religions. I got Christians, Muslims, and probably some JOOs on here. But the point is, y'all, religion programs you to think that the whole goal is to die and go to a magic place. When I die, I'm going to go to heaven. Or when I die, I'm going to go to hell. So I better be a good boy so I can go to heaven. No, the whole point of life, the whole reason why we are alive, the reason why any living organism exists, the reason why we have sex and make babies is so that we can create a better world and make the next generations better than the last. If every generation focuses on teaching the younger ones how to do better and how to do better, y'all, in about 2,000 years from now, if the world is still around, hopefully, there will be perfect beings. We might not even have bodies no more, y'all. We might just be glowing light balls of energy floating around like and just perfect bliss. But we have to keep perfecting ourselves. We got to constantly make sure that the next generation that comes after us does better in life. That's the whole fucking goal. If you in your 30s and fucking 40s, fuck you. It's not about you no more. It's about the people that are younger than you. Okay? If you ain't got kids, then teach the people that are younger than you what you would teach your kids. Shit like that. If you got kids, man, your motherfucking life is dedicated to making sure these little motherfuckers grow up to be successful and be rich. Yes, money is important. Until money is no longer a factor, being rich is a fucking necessity. Okay? Now, rich can be different to some people. Some people is having $1 million is rich. Some people ain't rich till they got $1 billion. Some people got 100,000 in their bank account, and to them, they're rich. You know, being rich is really based on your own standard. But y'all, we got to teach these kids how to get money. Got to teach them how to be competent. Teach them how to be tough. We got to teach them how to fight. You know what I'm saying? We have to teach these young kids this shit. We have to. or else we're fucking doomed. Because if y'all think some invisible man named God is going to come out the fucking sky and take us all to fucking heaven, you're out of your fucking mind. This is the reason why war in Israel and Palestine is happening now. Because you got two groups of religious lunatics who believe that their invisible man is fucking telling them to do this, and their invisible man's telling them to do that. Now they fighting each other. Makes no fucking sense, bro. It's insanity. So y'all, fuck all this religion and going to heaven and no, the whole reason why you're alive, motherfucker, is to make sure that the next younger generations after you do better. You're supposed to teach them. Every generation should get more perfect and more perfect and more perfect. Yet, motherfucker, perfection is the goal. Well, nobody's perfect. Fuck you. That's your incompetent ass mentality. Bullshit. I'm going to perfect myself. You know what I'm saying? Perfect is also an idea, but we have to, every generation should keep getting better and better. I don't know how to stress it enough. Make sure that the younger generations are doing better. It's not about you having fun. It's not about you, living out your life and living out your fantasies and going to heaven. Life is about making sure the younger generations are better than the last. That's it. If everybody just focuses on doing that, within 100 years from now, by the time the next generation grows up to our age, we will live in an almost perfect world. So y'all, please do that, y'all. Think about what I'm saying. When you see these young kids out here just self-destructing, just destroying themselves, say something, man. Don't be fucking pull them to the side, man. Snatch that phone out their hand and say, look, bro, how long you been looking at this damn screen? It's shit like that. I'm not saying y'all do anything illegal, but y'all, we got to be tough on these young kids. Not in a bad way to punish them, but we got to be tough to make sure that they fucking do better. And they will thank us later. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a good day. Peace.